The Oklahoma Energy Resources Board is celebrating 25 years of cleaning up abandoned oil and gas well sites.
Experts estimate more than 500,000 wells were drilled in Oklahoma since statehood. News on 6's Eric Payne shows us how the work of restoring those sites is now changing the landscape of Oklahoma.
They've restored 17,000 wells total. That's about 2 to 3 every day over the last couple of decades, including several dozen here at Hughes Ranch in Osage County.
Back 100 years ago, this is some of the earliest oil field in the United States on a ranch.
Robert Hughes says his ranch has been in the family since the 1930s. They inherited a big problem, though.
The old oil pioneers, there wasn't a lot of incentive of taking care of the land.
Hughes was left with dozens of abandoned oil and gas sites, which didn't age well.
A lot of this damage was done 100 years ago.
In the past 15 years, he says the Oklahoma Energy Resources Board has helped clean up about 80 different sites on his land. It includes this spot where crews are burying concrete from a former well. When they're done, it'll be as if it was never here.
It's just a real blessing to have that relationship with them and to be healing up these spots where once was a terrible eyesore. Now we have an asset and something that looks nice.
The OERB has spent more than $120 million restoring land across Oklahoma. Executive Director Mindy Stitt says their work isn't close to being done yet.
And it's voluntarily funded, and we're able to do a lot with those funds.
I'll tell you what, the oil producers are getting a good bang for the buck, not only image-wise, but giving people real help from damage that they may not have necessarily done, but that was done by their industry.
The OERB says if you know of a site that needs to be cleaned up, you can register it online. We'll include a link to that on our News on 6 app. In Osage County, Eric Payne, Oklahoma's own News on 6.